So you've been manifesting and manifesting and manifesting, and you feel like it's not working. Why? Is manifestation a lie? Let's talk about how you might actually be self-sabotaging and why the law of attraction is fake, at least in the way most of us are taught it. I first read about the law of attraction in my early 20s in The Secret, and it very quickly had a positive impact on my life, but almost as quickly I hit a wall. It took me years to unravel what was working for me and what was working against me, and that's what I want to share with you today. I want to share the areas where I strongly believe a lot of us get off track. Number one, many of us view manifestation and the law of attraction as a way to conjure up something that doesn't yet exist or bring something to us that's very far away. I want to be a millionaire, so I'm going to manifest really hard and I'm going to attract $1 million. If you look at it like that, then right off the bat, you are already contradicting yourself. If you try to manifest something, you are even silently implying, I don't have this thing, so I'm going to create it. I'm going to attract it to me, which means you don't yet have it. You are telling the universe, God, source, whatever, that you lack that thing. So what are you going to attract? More lack. But here's the thing, you do have it. Whatever you want is already here because every possible scenario, every possible timeline, every possible outcome already exists right here, right now, and it's already available to you. You don't have to create it or draw it in. Instead, you have to acknowledge it, appreciate it, be grateful for it, and enjoy already having it in the here and now, because you do. Number two, many of us are too fixated on the details. If you're like me, then maybe you've learned that for manifestation and the law of attraction to work, you have to be really, really specific about what exactly you want. So I used to journal and do my affirmations in painstaking detail. I think there is some validity to this approach up to a certain point. I think it's powerful to be specific to a certain degree, but then you got to stop with all the details. Here's why. There are possibilities available to us that are so grand that they're beyond what we could ever imagine. We could never inherently know what the details of all those possibilities look like. So when we're manifesting or journaling or doing our affirmations and we say, this is what I want to have, this is how I'm going to get it in this way, at this time, under these circumstances, we're shooting ourselves in the foot in two ways. First, we're saying that we know better than the universe. We know how it should happen. We don't know. And second, we're limiting ourselves because, once again, the universe is making available to us experiences that are infinitely greater than anything we could ever imagine. I started backing off the details a little bit and focusing more on how it all makes me feel, which we're going to come back to in a minute, so keep watching. The next 2 points I wanted to share were kind of difficult for me to map out because I'm going to simultaneously tell you to disregard the outcome, but also hold the outcome close at the same time, which is contradictory, but let me explain. Number 3, another reason manifesting will fail is that you are entirely goal-oriented. I'm a writer. I write both for money and for fun. For more than 15 years, my goal has been to get a literary agent. I have journaled this hundreds of times. I've written several books, I've sent hundreds of query letters to try to get an agent, and I still have no agent all these years later. This has caused me immense grief. I've felt like a failure because I measured the success of the journey purely by whether or not I got an agent. That is so much pressure. Getting an agent is really hard, and if I don't, does that mean that the entire journey of writing a book, which can take years, does that mean it was pointless because I didn't get what I wanted in the end? I had to go back to the beginning, to why I started writing in the first place. I love it. That's all I want to do is write. Does not having an agent make me enjoy writing any less? No. So who cares? You have to be doing something that excites you, because when you do something that excites you, you are raising your frequency. You are vibrating at a higher frequency. And when you do that, you are better aligning yourself with greater things. But here's the tricky part. You have to do that thing with no attachment to the outcome. No attachment to the outcome whatsoever. This is hard because it means giving up control and trusting that the universe will take care of you, which it will, it always will. You don't even have to hope. Hope means that there's a chance the universe won't support you unconditionally, which is impossible. That doesn't mean you won't get what you are manifesting. You very well might, but if you don't, guess what? You're probably going to get something even better. Congratulations. Number 4, this is where I'm going to contradict myself a little bit, but I think it'll make sense. You're all manifestation and no feeling. Why do you want whatever thing you want? What is it you're really after? I've always wanted a literary agent. Okay, and why? Who cares? Is that it? Well, no, I want an agent so that they can sell my book to a big publishing house. Why? So that the publishing company will get my books into bookstores all around the world. Why? So that people all over the world can enjoy my writing. There it is. What I really want is to share my work with as many people as possible and touch as many lives as possible. Really, it doesn't matter if I do that through an agent or by taking another route. What I'm chasing is that feeling of fulfillment and purpose, of having a positive impact on people's lives through my writing. What really matters then, what I should be focusing on, is not getting a literary agent, although that would be nice, but rather the feeling of my writing spreading all around the globe. I need to hang on to that excitement. So in this sense, the outcome does matter, yes, but more so it's the feeling of the outcome. You're telling the universe, ultimately, this is how I want to feel, but then you leave it up to the universe to figure out exactly how you end up feeling that way. Make sense? Number 5, you've got a freaking chokehold on everything. This is kind of a recap of some of what we've already discussed, but still important. We will never force anything. We will never force manifestation. We will never make the law of attraction work in our favor. It's funny, people who are very spiritual are always like, I'm calm, I'm one with the universe, I am you and you are me, God is everything and everything is God, I go with the flow. Until it comes to what we're manifesting, and then we're like, Arr! You can want something really bad and still go with the flow. Still leave room for the universe to do its thing. You don't have to be the puppet master pulling all the strings like this. You won't be. That won't work. Thinking you have it all figured out and you know exactly how your life should go, that's ego. That's your ego talking. We have to flow like water. We have to allow ourselves to be moved and molded. Don't stress when things don't go your way, because it will still be happening for a reason. If what you were manifesting didn't come true, guess what? You should celebrate, because that means something even better that maybe you haven't even thought of yet is available to you. I've even, and this is so hard, I've even started working on the idea that it's possible I'm not meant to be writing. That's not my purpose. I do believe it is, let me be clear, but I want to leave room for the infinite possibilities, so that means leaving space for other life paths. Some of this is really hard. We're only human. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm an alien, but I've got another video planned for that one. But anyway, we are very flawed. We're driven by emotion. We're selfish. So letting go of some of that control and just trusting that the universe is always unconditionally loving and supporting us can be really hard. We're control freaks. And a lot of spiritual gurus and coaches out there will tell you that you can orchestrate everything down to the most minute detail, because that's very attractive to us and exciting, that we can design everything. I think you can orchestrate somewhat, but again, if you believe in any sort of higher power, God, source, fill in the blank, doesn't that mean that you also believe that this higher power knows best? And in that case, shouldn't we trust it? I hope if nothing else, this video brings you even a tiny bit of comfort and reassurance that there is an endless amount of unconditional love always wrapping itself around you for all of eternity. If you have any thoughts about this, I'd love to continue the conversation, so drop me a comment, and if you'd be willing to support me, I'd very much appreciate if you'd give this video a thumbs up so YouTube will show it to more people. See you!